bases are loaded, nobody out. It's not their biggest moment for USA where they can capitalize right here. 0-2. Turner to left field and deep. Peralta back. It is gone.
Shazam.
I have a trivia question. Where did Trey Turner go to college?
I'm going to assume NC State.
NC State.
You would assume correctly.
Good morning, people. Good morning. Good morning, early risers.
The biggest moment in Turner's career, I would think.
Besides going to NC State.
Baseball classic grand slam. Trying to throw him a changeup here. Oh, what a mistake.
Man, what a game. That was a good game.
It's been a great tournament so far.
Yeah, it's been great. Mexico looks good. Mexico's pulled off a couple nice wins.
Look at that.
They have.
And obviously, the United States is, I feel like we started slow, but really started to get some momentum here.
Yeah, they're rolling now. After that loss to Mexico and Great Britain, I was a little worried for sure.
Yeah.
But I think Mexico is showing its true colors and showing that they are a world powerhouse. I wasn't expecting that.
I think everybody has really come out to play. And I really think the Dominican Republic was expected to kind of be the heavy hitter in this tournament, and now it seems like we got a couple.
Yep.
Yes. So welcome back to another episode of NBR. Welcome. Good Sunday morning, everyone.
Hello.
Big game in the WBC yesterday. The USA team was down by 2 late in the game. That was a 8th inning home run by Turner out of Philly.
And
that was
NC State.
Pretty freaking awesome. NC State, yes. Go ahead. Get it in there.
Stop.
And you can tell these players, this tournament means a lot to these players. Like they're not just swinging and rounding the bases. Like they were hype after that.
Yeah, did you hear that crowd go wild, man? That was insane.
That was nuts. Even the commentators said this is the biggest moment in his career, and I think he's right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, MLB got this tournament right. This is
hell yeah.
They do multiple things right. They do the All-Star game right, and they do their World Baseball Classic correct.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the All-Star game is the best in all of professional sports for sure, and it means something. Whoever wins is going to the getting the home field advantage in the series, World Series.
Besides Atlanta and slipping away the All-Star game last year, I would have loved to have gone to that.
Yeah, baseball does it right.
Yes. So
hockey too.
March Madness, man. There's a lot going on. They call it March Madness for a reason, right?
They sure do.
Yeah. How about Purdue, Paulie?
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do, right? I mean, a 16 beats a number 1, and out the door. See ya.
Number 2s beat number 15s.
Yeah.
Number 15s beat number 2s.
Yeah, you got it the other way around.
Oh yeah, my bad. 15s beat number 2s.
I mean, that happens too.
Yeah.
So I got a little piece of trivia for Fair Dixon. They didn't even win their conference tournament. The team that won their conference tournament, this was their first year in Division I, so they're on like a little bit of probation and they can't go to the tournament for 4 years.
Yeah,
so
they're ineligible.
Yep. So Fair Dixon wasn't even a conference winner, and they beat Purdue.
So what's up with that? Why can't they go to the tournament? They got to wait 4 years before.
Yeah, it's a probation. It was probation, is what they're calling.
I mean, if you think about it, like they just let them in and they make the tournament their first year as a Division I school, a lot of other schools are going to get upset about that for whatever reason. But I don't like it. I
don't either.
Should have been allowed to roll. But look what we got out of it.
Let the best team win.
Yeah. And then Purdue also lost to St. Pete, number 15 St. Pete last year. So that team is not a tournament team.
They lost to North Texas, number 13, a year before.
Yep.
So they're really
don't trust Purdue. I was shouting it all since the bracket came out.
That's going to hurt when it comes to recruiting. You have 3 straight NCAA first round upsets.
Yeah.
The Purdue loss just rocked my bracket. So
and you have the best player in the country. Edie's hands down the best player in the country.
It's huge, yeah.
Yeah. What about
So-
Princeton, boys? What about Princeton?
Man. Are they the first 15 seed to make the Sweet 16?
I think
God, I
didn't
think
St.
so.
Pete last year?
Oh, okay. I know they had the biggest margin of victory by a 15 seed ever. I saw that. Pretty cool.
Yeah,
How's
they were
the,
in my bracket. I had Arizona going to the final game.
we get full participation in the brackets out there from our fans?
It doesn't matter. You could randomly pick those brackets.
No, I mean, did we get enough to join into the tournament to play?
Yeah, we had 33
Yeah,
people, which
yeah.
is pretty good, I would say.
Who's winning?
Yeah, that is
Do we
good.
know?
Especially for a first year.
Yeah.
So
And
speaking
first
of
now.
brackets, UNC turned down their bid for the NIT, which I feel is stupid because you want those kids to get as much playing time as possible. It's only going to help you out next year, right?
Yeah, but
But
all
all
those
of them
kids
suck,
are going to
man.
go to the NBA next year. They're all one and dones.
Okay, so play your
No.
younger guys.
Yeah, exactly. Play everybody else.
I mean, I'm not saying I think they should have went, but I'm just saying that's probably
Yeah.
why. And they were embarrassed. They were
That's
number
their
one.
Yeah.
MO, man. That's just how they are. It's like if we're not, and they got lucky with their run last year. They should have not been in the national championship last year. Those players, I have a good buddy I talk to a lot, lives in Chapel Hill, and I was talking to him about Leaky Black the other day. He was just like, he can't play basketball. He's not a good basketball player. And then you really watch him play, you're like, man, he does not have a lot of basketball skills. But
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
they
looks bad on the
They had a
organization.
very easy run to the finals last year, if I remember correctly.
yeah, and don't get me wrong, it was a great run, but yeah, that team isn't as good as they think they are, and I think that's where they belong as the NIT. They should have. They
That's
should
because
have.
you're a hater, though.
No, I
Come
have
on.
done my research on that university, and that's where they belong is the NIT.
What did you say, John? They were the first preseason number one to not make the tournament?
Yeah, and that honestly, that's their preseason number one so much. It was bound to happen eventually.
Yeah.
But
it's still funny.
They're an NIT team. Come on.
Yeah, that's where they belong, man.
Speaking of the NIT, Michigan lost to Vanderbilt yesterday.
Yeah, and they played in Nashville. I didn't even know that. I would have gone a game.
Oh, that I didn't realize that either.
Yeah, that's what I like about the NIT is they play on the better team's home court. So usually, like if NC State makes it, there'll be a top-ranked team in it, and they'll play at home.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a
Speaking
decent
yesterday, I
lead,
just want to touch on something I did yesterday. Woods Viking, where I get my hair cut at. I usually go to this another barber, but I wanted to get in front of the owner, so I pulled a fast one. And I made a appointment with the owner so I could sit in his seat because I know he's a big supporter of veterans. So what I did, I made my appointment, and while I was sitting in the seat, I gave him my what you call the elevator speech, which is like a 30-second blurb on what you're doing. He absolutely loved it. Himself, he's putting a nonprofit together right now. He has a couple hundred acres of basically it's like field and forest. There's deer and there's turkeys walking around. So what he does is he takes veterans hunting, and it's completely free. He's going to turn it into a nonprofit. He has raised a lot of money for other nonprofits, so he decided he's going to do it himself. And so he invited me out to talk to the group. So I actually went out to his farm. Not really a farm, it's just property, almost 300 acres. There's horses walking around, turkeys walking around. And it was a group of guys when I got there, all sitting around a campfire. There's no building there, nothing. There's just a campfire and, side by side sitting out there. There's just, and they're talking about the upcoming events that they have in their nonprofit. And so what's going to happen is they're going to take my nonprofit and we're going to work together. He's starting a podcast also, so we're going to intermingle. We're going to have some of his guests on my 2 podcasts and vice versa. I'll be on some of his podcasts. And so when I was there, some of the people, one of them was a marketing person. He's going to help me market both TSP and NBR. And also there was a grant writer there, and they're going to help me write grants. So the whole thing is starting to come together, and all it took was me sitting in a barber seat.
It's awesome.
You can write a book.
So look for some great things that happen between us and Woods Viking. There's a lot of great things coming around. I'm pretty excited about it. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Woods Viking. If you're in Middle Tennessee area, please go to Woods Viking, get your hair cut. The owner's name is Sean, but there's literally like 20 barbers in there. And I'm not just saying this because we're going to be doing work together, but it's literally one of the best barber shops I've ever been to in my life. It is so cool in there. They have a beer tap in there. If you want to go in there and sit down and have a beer, you have a beer. There's it's just, and my daughter cuts hair for a living, and she got mad at me because I stopped going to her. But she works in like a salon, right? And like, I want to hang out with dudes.
Yeah.
And
they have a softball team. We play them in softball.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does a lot of great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're good. They're really good. They're huge.
He supports a lot of things here, and he's super involved in the community. So I'm super stoked to work with these guys. So I just wanted to give them a shout out real quick. Okay.
Yeah, looking forward to working with them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
And hunting is a sport too. So we're going to have them come on. We'll talk, hunting one day. They served a big breakfast yesterday, and the bacon and the sausage was all from a wild pig that they had killed. It was awesome, man.
All right.
It was cool.
You can never kill enough of those wild pigs. They're a nuisance.
Yeah.
They're just a nuisance. They have no purpose.
Yes. So be on the lookout for some great things. Yeah. It was delicious, man.
I bet.
But okay, back to March Madness. Are we done talking about March Madness? I have questions.
Seeds that are out. Kansas lost last night as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I had Kansas winning it all. Thanks a lot, Kansas.
Yeah, and Arizona in the final game. Terrible.
Sucks Arizona's out.
At 3 o'clock on the first Thursday.
Yeah, it's never easy. These tournaments. I don't think anybody's perfect this year.
No.
Especially this year. It's all up
close.
Yeah, and we kind of knew that going into it, that it's going to be a crazy month. But I didn't realize it's going to be that damn crazy.
I assumed that the top seeds would kind of take over a little bit, but I was wrong.
Yeah.
Who's winning
a little bit.
The bracket challenge? Do we know?
Jason's
right
now
in first place.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There was a log jam up top, but now I think it's kind of starting to thin out. We'll start seeing it.
Nice.
There's a lot of basketball left still. Yeah.
Do you just check it with the Yahoo Fantasy app?
Yep.
Can you? I just been going through the link on Facebook every time.
Yeah, I just do the website. But the group NBR did a March Madness bracket challenge, and I want to thank everybody that participated. And
thank you all. Yeah, we raised $330 for the nonprofit, which is great.
Yes, and thanks, Eric, for spearheading this one out.
Yeah,
no
great
problem.
job.
Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, you did a great job. That's $330 we would have passed up on if you wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, I know that's not easy to keep it up at all.
Also, I got an email from the Detroit Lions, and I'm kind of not happy about it. We might have lost out on our good seats because they had such a good run at the end. So I was first told, because I put my down payment on, somebody's going to call you sometime in March. Well, now I get an email saying, hey, if you don't call us by March 23rd, man, you're going to lose your seats. Almost all the good seats are gone. I'm like, son of a, what's the point of putting a down payment on? You guys said you were going to call me.
Yeah, you better get on the horn.
So I'm going to call them first thing Monday, and I don't know if we're going to be able to get the club seats now, but I'll get the best seats that we possibly can.
I mean, any seat in Ford Field is a good seat.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Club seats would have been nice, but regardless.
Yeah. The ultimate goal is one day we'll get to their club seats, because I've seen the Lions do this before, and they might be 3-14 next year for all we know.
Yeah, don't put that into the universe, but you're right.
I always find a way to yank the rug out from under you.
Yeah, don't even talk about it.
It's crazy. Alrighty then. Bam. I'm already getting upset.
Let's take a month off before the draft. No Lions talk.
Hey, I see
I can get down with that.
our friends Andrew and Kelsey Sisson are commenting in the here, and I just want to give them a shout out. They just had a baby 2 days ago. Congratulations.
Nice.
Welcome,
Congratulations.
welcome to the little world, little girl.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait to meet her.
Congratulations.
Paulie, we haven't spoken. Well, I've been slammed this week. I usually hear from you, but do you have a rant for us this time around?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just double checking.
Yeah, bring it on.
All right. Well, before we get into that, I just want to. I want to fire you up a little bit more.
Uh-oh.
What the hell is going on with Aaron Rodgers?
Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers is a Fruit Loop. Okay. He came out of that 4-day cave that he was in, and well, you know, the guy's brilliant though in some senses, because he's probably sitting back and he's just watching everybody just fall all over the place over him. But you know, the guy's got some. He's unique. Let's just put it that way. He's very unique. He's a Hall of Famer, flipping quarterback, but you know, no doubt. But he's a strange cat, and I don't know if he you know, there's a media perception he puts out there, and then I don't know what he's like as a guy, a regular dude. So, but if he's like he is in the media with his wild hippie-ish philosophies and the world is this, and I'm you know, whatever, you know, I love, you know, Nirvana and all this other whatever. I don't even know. He's just a fruitcake, and I'm glad that he's getting the hell out of the division. And
maybe not. The Green Bay Packers are like, we're not trading him.
Well,
but they're looking for the right deal.
He's saying that I'm going to play for New York Jets next year, and the Packers are like, wait a second, you're on contract.
Well, see, this is the problem.
And he's like already the GM of New York. He's telling people to go there. Like,
the problem with him is he creates all this disdain and chaos in the Packers organization every offseason. And it's really self-servient. And, you know, if I'm a organization with a cat like that, I'm like, are you in or are you out? I don't need to hear all this stuff. Are you in or are you out? Because the organization has to make drafts. They have to go. They have ongoing things. And guess what? The train is rolling down the track, Aaron, and it keeps stopping for you. And, you know, so you need to do it justice by the organization. You need to do justice by your teammates and let everybody know what's going on. You already got gazillions of dollars, you know. Okay, well, you got a short time span left to get more. I get it. It's business. But, you know, on the teammate side and the health of the organization side, he's a flipping train wreck. The guy is. He's a nuisance. He's a train wreck. And I hate it. I knew this was going to happen in the offseason with this guy. It was going to be all this talk all year, you know, in the offseason about this guy. And you know, I as a quarterback, as a fan, I like him as a quarterback. He's athletic. He can move. He can throw the ball. He's got a rope for an arm, blah, blah, blah. But all this antics takes away from all his abilities on the field. In my opinion, he's a Fruit Loop. If
I was Green Bay, I would have got rid of him at the end of last year, to be honest with you.
Huh?
Frank? If I was Green Bay, I would have got rid of him at the end of last year.
Yeah, he hopefully he goes to New York. Now, you know, if he doesn't win in New York, guess what? You know, he's probably going to have to go back in that cave for 4 more days just to hide. Yeah, because New Yorkers aren't going to put up with it, you know. And you know, it's great. He could share his philosophies right now in small town Green Bay and do all this, but you know, and it's, you know, whatever is going on in that guy's head. But when you get to New York, it's a W or you're out. They don't want to hear what you got to say, and you know, well, you know, my receiver core just isn't on the same page right now, and hey, the state of Nirvana, you know, I just feel like, you know, it's like, dude, shut the hell up and play football, you know. But this is what I was worried about with this guy. All off season, we had to hear about him, and is he in or is he out? And if I'm a teammate of his, obviously you can't say nothing to the guy because he's Aaron Rodgers. You probably get kicked off the team if you confronted him.
Right. Yeah.
But it creates all this dissension in the locker room, in my opinion, with his antics. I don't know. Maybe he's a great leader, guys. I don't know. I'm not in that locker room. I don't put the pads on in Green Bay, so I don't know. But to me, from an outsider looking in, he's the deterrent. and he's a distraction. And go to New York and get the hell out of the NFC
North,
will you?
Yeah.
I actually have the opposite opinion. I think the Lions finally got that dude's number, and I want to beat him again 2 times next year.
Well, there you go.
You know, let him be a distraction to Green Bay. Let him do all those antics and all of that, and you know, let the Packers go 9-7 or whatever, and miss the playoffs again, and you know, let him act a fool, and we'll get 2 or 3 touchdowns a game or 2 or 3 interceptions a game on him with Kirby Joseph or whoever. You know, screw that guy.
Well, I want him to leave
Whoop
because
his ass.
I want this to hang on the rest of his career. Last time that he wore a Green Bay Packers jersey, the Detroit Lions beat the shit out of him.
And kept him from the playoffs. And eliminated
Yeah, knocked him out. Yeah, exactly. Knocked him out of the playoffs. Hang that one on your freaking trophy rack.
And I believe, wasn't his last pass an interception?
To Kirby Joseph.
Yep.
Well, you know, as a Bears fan, hey, Aaron, stay in Green Bay right now. Create all this chaos. I like it.
That's what I'm saying.
Tear apart that legendary organization, okay?
Right.
Yeah, and let the Bears in Detroit, let the Bears get on the field, and one of those new linebackers we got. Let's wake you up to the next day, you know, on a QB sack or something. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying, Paul.
I'm not doing that out of malice. I'm just saying a good legal hit on him. You know, a good legal hit. You know.
Don't let Paulie go to a Green Bay game. He's going to run out on the field.
Yeah. But
well, you know, I guess as long as he has his nosebleed stuff on.
No, he's going to be naked. He ain't going to be wearing nothing.
We'll paint it on him. Somebody's got to paint it on the back.
Yeah.
Get him a nosebleed thong.
You know, and righteously, I have a lot of disdain for him because, yes, he has had our number in Chicago. He has owned us. Chicago fans out there, if you're in denial, then you've been living in a cave too with him, and you haven't been watching the football games against the Packers. We've been getting handed to it. He's been handing it to us for years.
Yeah, so we have a question here about the Williams signing. At first, I was a little upset about it, but then after Williams clapped back, you know, sayonara there, son. We don't need your negative bull crap in our town.
Well,
if you're not with us, you're against us.
Hey, we had Montgomery in Chicago, guys, and he's a hard-nosed runner. He's got a great work ethic, a great attitude. Apparently, he's a leader in the locker room. And this guy does not go down on the first hit. He's a hard, tough runner. So I think you got a good deal, guys.
Apparently, they signed Montgomery for the same price that they offered Williams. And, Williams signed for the same exact price for what the Detroit Lions offered. But now he's clapping back that his offer was disrespectful. The Detroit Lions disrespected him. First of all, you're the TD leader last year. All your TDs were on the 1 yard line. You really didn't do anything to deserve that big of a paycheck.
And that offensive line pushed him in probably for 14 of his 20 touchdowns. I love the guy.
I love him too until he started.
Probably my favorite Lion last year.
Right.
And I was very sad to see him go.
Yep.
But like
you're
gonna
start chirping. F you.
Yep, exactly.
You guys will enjoy Montgomery in Detroit. He's a good pickup. We got Khalil Herbert back there as another running back for us, anyways, you're going to enjoy him in Detroit. He's going to do a good job for you guys.
And did you hear what Montgomery said?
No.
He said he doesn't care about his role. He just wants to be on the team and be a good teammate. So that's the kind of guys we need in the locker room.
I'm telling you guys, you're going to love him. You're going to really like that guy.
I'm not sure how true it is.
And a gain for you guys.
I heard reports that Williams's agent turned down a deal from the Lions that he didn't know about. I don't know how true it is, but I heard that yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's fine, but why? He shouldn't be clapping at us, man.
Well, I don't think he knew that.
It's done and over with, man.
The
Move
quote
on.
he said I saw before I heard about the agent. And I don't know if the agent thing is true, but
oh, maybe he didn't know the Lions sent him the deal and the agent
as good of an offer.
Probably.
Yeah.
So that's
it might have had to do with guaranteed money. That's what I was thinking. Maybe the agent gets a little bit more percentage when he gets more guaranteed money. So the Saints offered him more guaranteed. So he was like, turn down Detroit, go to New Orleans. I don't know. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same deal as Carlos Correa. His agent turned,
leaking
those deals. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. But I was sad to see him go at the beginning. But
Yeah.
if he was talking shit, get out of here.
I do think Montgomery is an upgrade. I think he has potential to get 1,500 yards this season behind this O-line. But with having Swift too, it's a little different.
As a casual golf hacker, an eraser is a golfer's best friend. Just saying. And I'm
All
ready.
right, Paulie.
I'm
We
ready.
see you.
All right,
Paul-
Paulie's for his rant.
Yeah, bring it on.
Are you ready, buddy?
I'm ready. I'm born ready. Alabama, I'm sorry, guys. You know what I got? I got a rant about Alabama fans. You know what, people? Get rid of your stupid minds on Facebook and have some damn class. Good morning, everybody out there. Welcome to Paulie's Corner. I hope you had your muffin and some morning Java coffee, and break out the popcorn. So today, guys, I'm gonna talk about some golf. All right, and my comments are around the golf ball. Okay. Recently, the PGA has teamed up and collaborated with the USGA on going to a standard golf ball for play in tournaments. Now, just so you know, golf is the only sport where you can actually bring your own ball to the tournament, to a sporting event professionally. You can bring your own type of golf ball. So professional golfers have their ball of choice that they like to use. But what the USGA is promoting is to do a testing on the ball, on a certain ball that all golfers would have to basically have in their bag. They'd have to use the same ball. And the reason they're doing that, or one of the reasons they're trying to fix a problem that doesn't exist. Okay, the golfers at the pro level they're hitting the ball so far now that some of the actual golf courses out there are exempt. They can't play on some of the golf courses now at the pro level because the guys are driving the ball so far. The course is just not deemed good enough for a professional tournament now, because the average golfer out there, the big swingers are hitting at 320 off the tee, which is a long ways, 320 yards. So the argument is well, let's make the golf balls all the same. Let's reduce the type of speed on the ball and the distance, and let's make the playing field the same. And that's a problem because of this. So a Pro V1 golf ball, okay, for an example, is used by Justin Thomas on the tournament. A Pro V1 golf ball you can go get at the pro shop, and you can actually use the exact same ball that let's say you're a fan of Justin Thomas. You can use the exact same ball when you're out there hacking away on the weekends or during the week as your favorite golfer, Justin Thomas. The Pro V1 golf ball is known for distance, accuracy, straight line type deal, and back roll. Okay, so it's a popular ball if you want to hit the long drive. So this golf ball they're proposing is going to take away that kind of advantage. Now, all golfers can go to the pro shop, all these pro golfers, and they can pick up any type of ball they want and go play their tournament. But to even the playing field and the rationale behind it, by making the golf ball a different type of design, not a Pro V1, but a standard type golf ball that they test, to me, it just it takes away the advantage of like Shambo and guys like that can hit the ball 300 yards. It takes away their game now. Now the golfers that can't hit that far, everybody's hitting the ball now, the same ball. And as a golfing fan and as a hacker golfer, I love seeing those 300 plus yard drives off the tee and when I'm watching the tournament. And also this comes down, it impacts us regular recreational golfers, because if I want to use the same, if I'm a fan of Justin Thomas, I go to the shop and I want to get his kind of golf ball and use on the course. I don't know. I can't do that maybe now, because are they going to standardize the ball, and is this going to have an impact on other industries, golfing manufacturers, and take away their business? So basically, they're creating a problem out there that doesn't need to be fixed. The golf courses, if you want to do something on the golf courses and and impact because these guys are hitting it so far now. Maybe bring in the fairways, bring them in a little more, narrow them out, make it cost that long driver, that big ball hitter, make it cost him if he's not accurate off the tee box and put it up into the weeds. I just think it's not good for golf. If you're a Tiger Woods fan, you're using a tour ball. That's what he uses. If you're Justin Thomas, you're using a Pro V1. I think it's not good for golf. I think it's just going to cause more problems. So again, I guess that's about it, guys. Just, it's going to hurt. It just kind of sucks for us casual golfers. Cause like I said, Pro V1 balls, this one's about a $4 ball. So Justin Thomas uses expensive golf balls, but how much is this new ball going to cost that they come out with in a tournament? And this is supposed to go in placement in 2026. So there's a lot of opinions out there from the pro levels, as I've been reading on this issue. But one last thing, Justin Thomas is in the PGA. He's talking about if they enact this rule in 2026 to use a standard golf ball out there, he's talking about going to the LIV. So PGA, guess what? You better wake up and start listening to these players out there because you're going to lose more people to the LIV. That's it.
All right, Paulie.
Very good.
You weren't as angry today.
Yeah, that was quite calm.
Yeah,
More
I couldn't give
educational
you the
rant.
crickets, man.
Well, yeah, but you know what? That damn Aaron Rodgers, he needs to get the hell out of the NFC North. Go to New York, eat that lousy damn pizza, and just, and guess what? You don't get a W, go back in
You had
your
to get him
cave.
riled up.
You're going to be in hiding. That's what you're going to have to. You're going to have to hide. Get out of
Yes.
the NFC North. I'm done with you.
That was the real rant.
That's
Yeah.
a real rant, baby.
All righty. Has anybody got anything else before we go? Also, I just want to add, along with my meeting with the Woods Viking guys there, I got some good ideas for the website and some swag. So we're going to, as soon as this gets going, you'll be able to buy swag right from our website.
Nice.
So, yeah, there's a lot of great things coming along. So you won't have to go through me to order your stuff anymore. You can just go right to the website, order it yourself, and it'll drop ship right to your house.
So,
Wait.
Which makes it a lot easier for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, just trying to, get all the information out we can. Websites come in, swags come in, partnership with Woods Viking. A lot of great things coming along. By the way, our first tickets, as everyone knows, were purchased. Eric has taken his brother and meeting up with Paulie in Chicago in 2 weeks.
Yep, 2 weeks.
A home opener.
let's go. It's been a long off season.
Yeah, we've been talking about this for a long time.
And to kick off the MLB, I'm thinking about having a barbecue at my house. So, John, bring your wife, bring your baby. Jason, I don't know if you still have Saturdays off. We're probably going to have a barbecue 2 weeks from yesterday.
Yes, I'll be there.
The Tigers will be on the big screen TV, the smaller TVs. There will be other games on. So, whatever you like, it'll be here.
Games.
So, probably, I'm deciding whether I should do like a hot dog bar or do a real barbecue. But there will be bags of peanuts and beer all over the place. So, everything will be good to go.
I got to plant the props back here.
I was about to say, you're like the hype guy. You're the background guy. Every prop that comes has to do with anything. There it is.
I just got one more thing about World Baseball Classic. The semifinals are set. Cuba versus USA and Mexico versus Japan. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
How many rounds are left?
U.S. plays today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that today?
6 o'clock.
When does this thing wrap up? When's the final?
The 1st of April, I believe.
Okay. So Paulie's showing his business cards here. There's a funny story behind that. I fat fingered the phone number. If you get one of Paulie's
All right.
If you get one of Paulie's business cards, just know that the phone number's wrong.
Hey, you know what? It wouldn't be NBR if we didn't have something. A little twist. And if you get one of these, because we're going to fix them eventually, if you get one of these are the original.
Yeah, you guys got to hang on to those later on.
Oh
They're
yeah,
gonna sell
they're gonna
for
be
a lot
worth
of
money one
later.
day because
Yeah.
the information's wrong.
Once Polly's Corner's a worldwide thing,
You should autograph those, Paulie.
they're already pre-autographed.
Oh, heck.
All right. I think that's it. Anybody else have anything before we sign off?
No.
I'm
All right. We'll see you guys next Sunday. Thanks for tuning in. I think 4:00. Go green. Let's do this. Seeing how my bracket's
4:15,
busted,
yeah.
Kansas is out, so now I'm back to being green. I didn't think they're gonna. To be honest with you, I didn't think they were gonna make it out of the first round, but
At this point, yeah,
Better than
yeah,
Michigan.
exactly. You
Never
never
know.
know.
never know. I could see us crowning Michigan State at the end of this thing.
yeah. How about Gonzaga? Go Zags.
Hey, the Vols are in
Yeah.
in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing the Vols do something.
I guess I'd have to
That'd
check
be a good
Miami
story.
now. It's the last ACC school left.
Miami is.
So I've always been a Cinderella team, but this year
I mean, Duke.
the only people
No,
are
Duke
left are
got-
Cinderella
Duke got
teams.
done.
So the Cinderella teams are actually the #1 seeds this year.
Yeah.
Let's go Princeton. Yeah.
And that's what's
Yeah,
fun about the
Princeton.
tournament, right?
Or FDU.
Yeah,
Yeah, the tournament brings up these guys from
Yeah.
nowhere, you know.
Yeah.
The other year, one of the tournaments, one year they had Butler coming out from Indiana.
crazy.
I mean,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah,
so
Butler
that's
made it like 2
cool.
years in a row.
Yeah, Butler made it to the finals and almost beat Duke.
Yeah.
That half court shot was
Yeah.
like.
So that's what's cool about the tournament.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome.
It's
All right,
been a
guys,
good
we'll
one.
see you guys next Sunday. Peace out.
All right.
Yep.
Good
Have
week,
a great week, everybody. Stay warm out
Yeah.
there.
See you guys.